picks some content from social media and from bloggers, and that's why we have people like you behind the scenes here. So to hear that you're chased and to have to wake up at 3 a.m. to do your job, and yeah, Charlie, big up to you, and
thank you,
please keep giving us quality content, right? Nice one. Send us messages at MX24GH on every single platform. Carrying on, Prudent. We've been sitting here talking about going international. Our artists, even yesterday, we have a very lengthy conversation on our artists, you know, crossing borders. Is it important? We even said that people feel like you have to get more of a grounding in your home country before you plan on going outside. That was a whole conversation. But that's just to say it again to our first. So what do you think about the Ghanaian artist space going international? Are we doing it as much?
Well, I think we are doing it. There are some people who I feel like from their posture, they are a bit relaxed now. They feel like there's
Why do you always feel like Ghanaian artists are relaxed?
No, I'm not saying they are relaxed, but I say there are people who are, you can see from their work, their activities, that they are trying to break boundaries, they're trying to get there. And the other people you see from their posture, their presentation online and everything, that they are not really working to get some stage, or there's nothing. They're like, I'm good. I'm big in Ghana. I'm okay. I don't know if blogger would admit to that, but then that's what I see from where I sit. I see some artists who are a bit relaxed and all that. But there are other. And one thing I want to say also is the young coming ones, the upcoming ones. They are very, very hardworking and they are pushing. And you know this Grammy BET thing, we've been talking about it for long. So it looks like it's always in their head. We have to get to this Grammy. We have to get. And then I'm happy Black Sheriff is having international collaborations like what we just see with
RD, right?
So I'm very, very excited about it. But I think some of our people that we were expecting them to be going international at this point in our very dispensation, they are not, and they are not even bothered about it. And
that's how you feel. You feel genuinely that our artists are not as bothered.
Majority of them are not bothered about getting Grammy.
Do you share the same sentiment? Because again, the first story today is, and very big congratulations to Thames, you know, for what she's done as an artist, you know, breaking bounds, working with Drake, Future, Wizkid going #1, and now she's been nominated for 3 BET Awards. I always say you have to give credit where credit is due, and that's the only way you can learn from these people. So we're going to get more so to that, but do you share the same sentiment that when you come to the motherland, Ghana, we're not as invested, as serious, we're more so relaxed when it comes to going international?
You see, when it comes to music and it's going international, you know, mostly we Ghanaians, we do compare ourselves to Nigerians and all that, and then we check some of these statistics and we can tell, say, Nigerians are doing good. But Ghana is, we are doing great. Looking at our number and how we are pushing ourselves to the limit, we are doing good because...
Look, number in terms of population?
Not necessarily population, I should say, but looking at our presence on social media, there are Ghanaian musicians who are putting themselves to the stream. Look at, let's take someone like Stonebwoy for instance. You see the works of what Stonebwoy, you can really tell, say, this guy is very, very pushing hard. You understand? Yes. But looking at these Nigerians, and sometimes you just sit and wonder, say, what are these people doing that we are not doing?
But you know there are people also in Nigeria who are also pushing, and then they are having a lot of...
It's not as easy as you see, right?
But the last time I had a conversation with Stonebwoy, and he was saying, you see, when you go there who are, you know, doing the plugs and all that, and when you come to Ghana, it's just a few people who have these big plugs and to put Ghanaian artists on. So I think that is one of...
okay, let me ask you guys this. What is going international? Is it featuring an international artist? Is it touring internationally? Is it having your records played on international platforms? Is it having, I don't know, an international following, so to speak? Like, what is going international? Because there are artists, I'm sure, who featured, again, international artists, and maybe didn't break bounds as much as we'd have wanted them to. So, from your perspective, from your angle, what do you think going international actually
is? Going international are all the things that you've mentioned.
Together?
Yes.
Wow, that's work.
Yeah, of course. If Stonebwoy wants to go international, Stonebwoy needs to be working with producers who are international producers. Exactly. If Stonebwoy wants to go international, we want to see Stonebwoy headlining events that are international concerts. If Stonebwoy wants to go international, I want to see Stonebwoy affiliated to international brands. And that is international. And you can see from Stonebwoy's numbers online. There are international numbers. You can see people from Nigeria, Europe, and talking about Stonebwoy. So that is what I think is international, and that is what I want our artists to be doing. I feel like the reason I'm saying this is that, look, Stonebwoy is doing very well. A lot of them are doing very well, but I think some people are a bit comfortable at where they are now. and it's clear, and everybody.
Okay, Putin, let me ask you guys this, and sorry to cut you, but I just have to bring this in. And I know we want our artists to do so much, you know, when they win, we win, you know.
Yeah.
Is the media following up with them doing these international stints? Because yesterday we were saying, I feel like Medical and Shatawale, the media probably could have covered them more. We see Stonebwoy going to these platforms. Is the media projecting what they're doing? Are we even carrying our bags, going to cover what they're doing? Because again, I understand that the artist has to let the media know. The artist has to pull the media along. We've said this thing for time. But even though I have friends in the media and I support what they're doing, are we tagging along? Are the bloggers going as much? And there's something to be said there, I think.
This is what I want to say before blogger comes in. You see, as an artist on the record label, or you should have one person that is friendly with the media. Bloggers should have somebody that when there's an issue with Stonebwoy, Shatawale, he can call that person and get that answer. I think that's what we are feeling. Our artists don't have that person that is very, very friendly with the media. Shatawale and Medical were on tour. Bloggers are complaining. Where are the pictures?
Okay, so
where are the videos?
Okay, now let me just come to him.
Yeah.
King, what is wrong with you or me or Prudent or any other blogger following Shatawale to record, to support, apart from posting? And I know, I get it, logistics, finances, you pay for this, but you posting Shatawale or getting the first, I don't know, content is a win for you.
Yeah.
Is there something to be said there?
Well, you see, that takes me back to something what Shatta said some time ago. That you got to
know their role and responsibilities. You know, if you show me anything, you know, if you do this and all these things, and it's not nice.
You see, the unity is not there. And if, up to now, even in a day, I do get more than like 5 messages from Nigerian bloggers who are sending content.
It's the hub of hits.
Yeah.
When you hit in Ghana, you have hit in Africa. That's the thing. The funny thing is that we are not hitting here. It's very hits in Africa. But they come and hit in Ghana and it's everywhere.
I mean, congratulations to Thames, you know.
Yeah.
And when you see someone, bloggers and the media, and likewise, you know, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
I'm sure all these things have factored in here now, getting the fan base who drive this narrative.
Well, sometimes I would say it's the fan base or the fan of that particular artist that, let's say, the legend spoke of. You see, Kwabena, I've been in the industry for, a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, we were listening to Kwabena even when we were young, and he's one of those people like they've really learned how this goes about and all that. So if he's saying something, I don't personally, I don't see it as hate, but rather he's adding up or he's advising a junior brother coming. But the thing is that, you see, most of today's musicians, some of them are so much in a rush to to be out there. We want to hit and all that. So all these things that Kwabena spoke of, like they won't even take it into consideration.
Okay.
You understand? They feel like they're doing the song for the youth, and we are doing it for the street and all that. So no, the street don't need anybody to tell me, want to go to stage, do this. Forget everybody. Let's do our thing. You understand? So due to how impatient most of our upcoming or our new crop of musicians and they don't have time to take what Kwabena said into consideration. So they'll just do the song, you put it out there. Oh, TikTok, you come in. You don't sound small. No, the song is good to go.
Yeah, it's not a challenge.
You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
And when you compare those times, or let's say the era of Kwabena to the era of Black Sheriff, those days if you want to record a song, like a lot goes into it. These days, you just go to the studio, ganja, and then auto-tune. You understand? And then auto-tune will they'll help
goodness.
You. So what Kwabena is saying, now auto-tune is doing all these things. So they don't see it.
Okay. So now, Prudent, you're a young artist. You released a song, blew up, and he said maybe you weren't even prepared to be on that scale, to be a professional artist. But your content is out there. Everybody wants to be heard, right? What is there to take from what he's saying now, that the fans are probably too expectant of these young artists? And it gets to the point where they are so expectant of themselves because you want to please people. And this to all artists, because you want to please people.
Everybody in the creative space.
Now, even everybody in the creative space. Now, you
want to live up to expectations.
Is this a problem?
It is a problem, and I think let's learn something from what Kiddy said. Somewhere last year, Kiddy was interviewed by Zion Felix, and he was talking about the fact that he goes to go and learn some of the stuffs from these big acts in America, how they even come on stage, how Kiddy. I don't think the kind of performance that Kiddy gives us, the kind of branding he has given us, because Kiddy is really loved in terms of his branding, in terms of his dyeing of the hair and everything. Kiddy realized that, look, I'm doing a Loverboy song. I need to look that pleasing to people. I need people to see me and be screaming, he's a Kiddy Golden Boy and all that. Kiddy said, look, he went to study these top artists in America, in the Western world, and prepared himself. If you don't know the song is big, just chill down. I know you'll be very, very excited, but remember one thing, that look, the income is not there yet. So don't rush to go and get the next car, invest in your craft.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to drive car in Ghana because they feel like, Charlie, I go event, the normally they see the other Uber.
I blew one, Charlie, I forget ref.
No. We finish events, we cover event finisher.
we don't work.
We don't work.
Oh, we don't work.
Blogger day, Sunday, I work. I like for sector.
But guys, maybe Charlie, it comes with a lifestyle.
Yeah, we know that.
And again, these things affect the artist.
Jason, we know that, but you are not on a record label. You have to chill, and the expectations are there. So for me, for someone like Kobna saying this, if you're an upcoming act, jot it down, write it somewhere. Let it be a reminder to you that look, you are not, and it depends on the kind of income that is coming in. If you are getting a lot of income, then yes. If you have to purchase a car, you purchase a car. But then if the income is not that expectation to purchase a car, you can't purchase a car. Totally. Don't invest in your craft. That is the thing. The money that comes in, invest in it. Yeah. And I see what Bernard has invested a lot in his craft. Totally. Bernard, a lot of the concerts. Right? See, the concert that Bernard has been playing, Bernard should have owned a private jet by now. Bernard should have one of the best cars. Look at the kind of cars the video is buying year in, day out. And we know that banter between Bernard and Davido. So I'm saying by now, Bernard should have been buying these cars because he can afford them. But Bernard is doing a lot of promotions.
Yeah, and even with all his assets, he could even do more. But you can see he's also investing in his craft. That's what you're saying.
And Jason, finally, you see, young and upcoming acts should go closer to these legends like Kwabena. Take Rexomar, all these people, and just go and ask them, in the music scene, and when you are going for interviews as an artist, what are some of the things that you didn't see? You should talk to these people. You should go. Look, this is where they are very excited.
Artists don't even have PR teams. Very important.
Even before they go for interviews, I think they should even be prepped. They shouldn't be prepped. And if you look at the way Kiddy responds to the media, the way Kiddy, if you're interviewing Kiddy, you will love it.
Yeah. He knows what he's about, right? The brother.
You are mentioning Kiddy, it's like you are sending a message to.
No, I've had several. Message to.
Okay, I don't know where this is going. Brother, please take over the show. Ask him what you want to ask him. I'm just listening.
He wants to do payback.
Please. No, blogger, please.
Because it's like you are emphasizing
I mentioned Stone Boy. I mentioned Kiddy.
And
no, I'm just saying
Kiddy because is in the same label with Kwame Eugene, and they do grant Kwame Eugene to interview as well. So the way Kiddy is like
I'm just talking from a point of encounter that I've had with Kiddy. And anytime I
haven't you had any encounter with Kwame Eugene before?
Kwame Eugene. Yeah. Yes.
How was it? How?
Okay. It was okay.
It was okay. Like okay, open it small. It
was okay. But I'm just saying this because I just feel Kwame is younger than Kiddy. You see, Kiddy was in Lagos, and I think Kiddy is grown, and he has this kind of experience in terms. That interview about Zion Felix, where Kiddy was talking about the fact that he goes to watch these Western people. Kwame say, "And can't show no mungo share." What is this? You understand? So I feel like we should learn these things.
I see where King was coming from now.
Yeah.
King, I see where
Oh, it's true. Yeah, it's true. But I think moving forward, we should learn from these things.
Okay. I get what's going on.
I can't show him. What is this? Okay. You have to impact. Kiddy, someone like Boy Jake. Look, I saw Boy Jake is really, really good. And for somebody like Kiddy to be saying, Boy Jake is very talented. It is good. It's a plus for Boy Jake. This will boost his confidence.
I mean,
so for me, I think
talent alone can't
guys,
do it,
even from like an attitude perspective, and I've asked this here: is it our attitude? And I don't take no one out of the bubble, right? Because if it affects one, it affects us all. You know, when you go somewhere, they say he's Ghanaian, you know, or she's Ghanaian.
Yeah.
From an attitude perspective, as a people in the creative space, do you think that's something we have to work on more? Because we've heard this, you know, how certain artists have responded to fans, how they've responded to the media, how the media has responded to the artists. Is that something, being behind the scenes, we should work on more so?
Oh yeah, I think we should work more on that, because just as he was saying, I've had an encounter with. Was it last week?
Okay, now everything has turned around.
I don't want to mention.
Please kindly take one. I love this show. I love this show.
I had an encounter with one top Ghanaian musician, and it was an interview.
Is he on the record label?
Yes, looking at some of the things that he was saying, you can.
I mean, he's just telling what you said to him. But anyways, this guy
it wasn't good to say. It was really talking about looking at the things he was saying and how he was answering questions. You can really tell, no, this guy needs training. You understand? This guy needs a peer outing, just as Kiddy has, you know,
Kiddy has evolved
all the way to.
If you look at when Kiddy dropped Nadu when he was on media houses and talking about it, and now the way Kiddy comports himself, the way he can even vibe with you, the presenter.
Charlie.
Oh man, like me, I enjoy talking to Kiddy.
Shout out my brother, man.
You know,
I know he's watching this. Shout out to you.
Anytime I talk to Kiddy, it's like we are chatting.
Yeah. But I mean, at the basis or at the core of all of this, I think it's just mutual respect.
Do you know what happened? I interviewed Chris Arthur at Free Music Awards, and before we started the interview, I was like, "What's your name?" It's like, "I'm Prudent." Okay, Prudent. We started the interview like, "Yo, Prudent, it's been a while."
Yeah.
Do you know how it feels?
Yeah.
You see the vibe.
Do you know how it feels? It looks like we know each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you understand? These are things that they need to be taught.
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the encounter I had with Stoneboy, but the other guy that will, bro.
And these are personal experiences, right?
Exactly.
Stoneboy can just
a little
most of the time,
detour.
media houses when they're having an interview, they try to bring in controversy and stuff. And the way some of these artists are able to comport themselves and take it, because me personally, I can go for an event.
This guy really know what he's saying.
Yeah, he does.
Bro, you go to an event and one media house can just be interviewing one artist for almost 30 or 40 minutes. And I like the way some of these artists can comport themselves, Miss V and the likes, they can just control it and take it all in.
He knows the artists who comport themselves.
I go to these events and I see them.
He knows them.
And we know the people who don't want us to interview them because probably are not Jason.
You want to take over now?
No.
You want to ask who he's talking about? Yeah, you want to ask.
Who are you talking about?
Because you were asking some of these artists who...
You were asking him.
Who are some of these
You were asking him.
I mean, at least you give us...
You have to be fair on this show.
I think after the show, I'll tell you them. And I'll mention them.
And you're not going to do this on my show. You have an obligation to my viewers today.
LA. We'll talk about this later.
Okay. Because you're a regular, I'm not going to talk. But anyways, that was a little detour, and there is something to be learned there. But in reference to what Kwabena was saying, that, you know, expectations and things, what do you guys think, before we go to the next story, what do you guys think about artists and the content they release in reference to, not every artist has a hit every year. Yeah. It's music. There's response to the music. Again, if you don't have a hit, it doesn't mean the music wasn't good. Yeah. We know here, if you don't have a hit for 1-2 years, out the back door, we're throwing you away. Isn't that also on the audience who give pressure to these artists? Because he's talking about expectation, you know, and that comes back to the fact that if you're not getting hits and I want to do what everyone is doing, so to speak, is there something to be said that, yo, if an artist is not doing as well as regularly and we know they're good, let's just give them a little leeway. Do you think that's right?
When I think earlier on he said if you want to go internationally, we have to, you know, work hand in hand with an international producers or another. But you know, sometimes what really matters is the content that you're putting out. Let's look at someone like Rocky Dawuni. Yeah. Let's look at the type of music Rocky Dawuni is doing. Yeah. The contents in his the message in his content and how he's putting himself out there. Yeah. These Western people have no, anything against him. They will just listen to him because he's putting out what correct and good content.
Even though your song might not be the biggest song, right?
But they still work with him.
Let's I don't want to mention anybody's name, but let's
Prudent?
You have to.
That's all that's happening today. Please carry on.
I would have mentioned Patapa, but he's in. Let's look at. I don't know if you've ever heard any of.
You did mention
Patapa. Let's look at.
You're going to
Patapa song.
trouble.
Chance, Tafilimu. Look at this song.
How can an international producer work with you?
Exactly.
Hey, guys, some people love that song. Hey.
Jason, that's a favorite song.
I know.
It doesn't have to be my favorite song. It might be my favorite song. But hey, but but in all honesty, this is what I'm saying. What if this song, Chance, is not the biggest song of the year? It doesn't mean he's not a superstar in some regard.
But when you compare that particular song to most of his songs, and you can see that this person is just on the same level with Chance, Tafilimu, they like.
Prudence, what's your take on this?
So, for me, I think as an artist, and you have dropped the hits, and the hits are not coming, and you are still dropping songs that people can relate to it, and it's making little bars, maybe getting into a chart to maybe 10, 9 spots and all that. It's okay. It's fine. You keep pushing, and there's one big song comes out. So for me, I think it's fine. Let me give an example. Stonebwoy has dropped a couple of songs that we were expecting it to be like Stonebwoy and Focalistic. We expected the song to be very, very big, but it wasn't big. But that doesn't mean we are not giving Stonebwoy that superstar treat. That doesn't mean that Stonebwoy isn't getting that buzz.
Yeah.
He is getting that buzz.
Yeah.
Because I think that song was for a particular purpose, to catch that Amapiano vibe and also to capture that South African masses. So for me, it's fine. Stonebwoy moved forward, dropped new songs. Now there's Therapy. A lot of people didn't like Therapy when it was dropped.
Yes.
But now people are loving it.
Sad with it, right?
It's currently one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Right now.
And the kind of vibe that Stonebwoy sang, the kind of energy, the kind of vocal.
And it looks like that song
I think you just
particularly
have to-
was made for like an international
just have to
market.
stay-
Yes,
to what
that
you
song
do,
is
right?
international song. And that song, if you watch the making of that song, you would see that, look, there's a lot to learn about singing. You don't just get up and sing.
There is.
Like I told you yesterday.
He told me something behind the scenes.
Yeah, you have to just get people.
So yeah, there is something to be learned there. And from what Kwabena said, I think artists, we have to.
And Jason, I like
take
what this
something
Kwabena is doing. Kwabena is partnering with Mr. Drew on an Europe tour. I like this.
Yeah.
I like, look,
yeah.
Kwabena,
It will shape
they are big.
Mr. Drew.
They are big. You remember Anthony was there, was talking about how big in the UK and all that. That's how Kwabena songs are big in America, in France, and all these places. Because the Akans are there, Ghanaians are there, and they love these songs. So for me, Mr. Drew will bring in the young people. Kwabena will bring in the middle-aged people. And that is it. You are making your money. And how does it feel to be sharing the stage with Kwabena? Beautiful.
I think it's also good the fact that even someone like Kwabena has added his voice, to what's going on with the young generation. And I always say, someone says something negative about you, positive about you, just take in good faith, so to speak, and move on. So let's just see how that goes. Let's see if we're going to learn as much as we should from people like Kwabena. Again, send us messages at MX24GH on every single platform. Quick commercial break. We have some more stuff. Stay tuned.
Need the best of in-depth analysis, top personality interviews, trending and breaking news all come your way. I'll be serving you with football conversations, life-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations, all on Off the Cuff. Join me, Derek Aim, this and every Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. only on MX24 TV.
literature. If you call
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka post, make I see, take a picture.
in the leg book, boa.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I have a sip. Secure.
Hi everyone, I'm Catherine from Ghana Made, and welcome to our series called Find Your Way Back, where I'll be interviewing amazing individuals that have moved back to Ghana from the diaspora.
You have to be willing to take a little bit of a risk,
Yeah.
and be willing to leave some of the comforts behind.
You know, shit was meant to be hot.
Yeah.
But then regardless,
It wasn't hot for you?
it wasn't hot for me.
Okay.
Needed to adapt to the Ghana way of living, but not take that
From them.
exactly.
It's such a beautiful country.
It is.
Our people are so beautiful.
No topic is off limits.
The pain of experiencing a miscarriage is something that can crumple your world. We're talking postpartum bodies and everything in between. And they share their story on their battle with infertility.
The touching stories of the African woman rolls before you.
I was disappointed in God, in life, in myself.
How many losses have you had?
After that, we had 4 more.
What?
I shouted, I said,
we lost vision, we lost any sound beyond crying.
Our mistakes, advices, regrets, real stories, and more on We Got This Africa. Na Ashako and her intriguing panel serve you real experiences of the African woman. We Got This Africa.
We got this.
The Saturday nights just got better.
With unimaginable excitement.
10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Ow, ow, yeah.
The most heated rap battles.
Squad for the work claim soldiers, but on your campo, Bema.
I feel you menace ready, it be me with the top. Godzilla self chop, who be King Kong.
And of course, your A-list celebrity interviews.
I've always said this though, there can only be one Bob Marley, so definitely there should be one episode.
Me? The threesome.
Orafu wa comedy woman nede. Yeah. Nyansa. Don't fuck. Lighter.
With myself, Oforua.
I'm Jason Alay, and I do this with the man,
DJ Varosky. Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I have a sip.
And just like that, we have to carry on. And this is exciting news for me, but you're going to see I'm going to take this story. The National Film Authority, they're partnering with Pixel Ray Studios to build an ultra-modern studio. And I'm going to read something, a take from this, which I found very interesting because it's a very long story. And this was, the establishment of Pixel Ray Studios in Ghana is a testament to the company's expansive experience in production, distribution, and entertainment. That's just a little take. You know, that's as short as that statement is. It's very interesting and enticing because, again, we've been sitting here talking about, you know, we hear these things, film studios are going to be built here, music studios, this is going to happen. And now it's gotten to the point where people are not as invested when they hear these stories. Hopefully this is going to be different. Something good is going to come of it. When you hear something like this, in general, what's your take on it?
First, I'm very excited about it. I just want to see it happen in no time. Secondly, I think I think moving forward, I don't really believe in these creative workspaces to be dominated by the government institutions or the prime person to run it to be government. You know,
that's if it is government.
Yeah, I want the partnership with privatization. You see, when you privatize these things, when you do a partnership between the private company, there is some sense of urgency, diligence, value for money, and all these things. Because look, at the end of the day, as a private company, he has to pay his workers, he has to make his money, he has to make that mark. So for me, but if it's government, nobody cares. It's like, oh, say I'm buying there, any idea. When someone comes in late, or a camera guy or a video guy comes in late, like you crowd what, you be government work. What? You see, that kind of energy in the government sector, that thing, I don't want it to be playing out in these creative space. Because creativity, it's timely. Somebody has an idea right now, he wants to do it. You understand? So for me, I'm very excited about this, and I'm hoping this thing happens soon. It shouldn't be just in the pipeline conversation. It should happen, and let's.
I mean, King, we've heard stuff in reference to movie studios and the movie space. That means that there's something there to be tapped in.
Yeah.
Because if a businessman wouldn't just invest in anything,
Yeah.
right? And as much as we say, oh, the movie industry is not where it used to be, the fact that these corporations and individuals want to invest in this space means that we can look forward to something, so to speak, right?
Of course, you know, there are lots of great talents in Ghana that, you know, when they have some of these opportunities, it will be a big deal to them. You know, I remember, I think Michael Blankson reached out to Tyler Perry to, you know, build a studio, something of that sort in Ghana. And when I saw this particular story that you just read out, I was very excited because, I mean, for them to, have plans of doing this, we just pray it will happen, but it won't be something that will be, it will bound to happen. I mean, we just want to see it with our very own eye, and we can say, oh, my idea. But for now, well,
we are happy for the
yes,
ideas.
we are just happy for the idea.
We've
had, we'll do this, we'll do this. We've had a situation where they cut sod and all that, we don't see anything. I mean, so, yeah. And just as he said, I wish say it will be a private-owned something, but this government idea, bro.
Yeah.
So.
Let's just see how it goes, right? I mean, when you hear these things again, there's an air of positivity instantly. But we hope that positivity expands itself, you know, over the course of time. We do have to sign out in a bit, but I've been trying to get someone who I'm a very big fan of today on Zoom, and I've posted his pictures everywhere. He's a blogger, no, not a blogger. He's a presenter, a host, and everything else in the entertainment space. So, guys, check this out. I think we have him via Zoom right now, and yeah, check this out. Oh, he's actually on. Hello. Charlie, we've been trying to get you on. How you doing, man?
I'm good, my guy. What's
nice
up,
one.
baby?
Man, we've been trying to get you on, but you know, connection issues. Unfortunately,
I've been waiting for you guys to let me in.
Sorry.
Like
but finally.
Here since.
Yeah, finally you're here, man. Man. I mean, I've been watching you on MTV to everything you've been doing. Charlie, I just want to say, first of all, congratulations on an amazing career. And you have something you're up to now. But before we get to that, how's the journey been, my brother?
Well, I want to say thank you first and foremost for having me. Shout out to you guys. And man, it's been a good one, man. We thank God. But we still they do them. We still they alive. Our legs still they walk one step at a time. You know what I mean? So we just out here, man, pushing. So yeah. So like I said, I'm excited to be on the show, and let's just vibe, baby. Come on.
Straight to it. Africa Now. Apple. Man.
Yeah, man.
Charlie, how was that for you? Because, you know, I obviously, since I follow you, I mean, the story of your mother putting in pushing you, you know, to work with MTV and the success there, inspiring so many people. How did this story come about? I mean, tell us about that, man.
If you're in this game, you tend to like pay attention to what's happening and stuff like that. And 2 years ago, Apple syndicated to Africa, and I was like, yo, this is really dope for us, you know. It was just one of the things that you obviously, if you don't know how to get there, you definitely have to like work your way up to it and stuff like that. So what I know is that I had to do some work, make some calculations, introduce myself to some people, put myself in some circles, and Apple, Africa Now. And we're here.
Nice. I like the fact that you said that so much, because on the show we've been discussing, you know, artists reaching out, you know, it's all about humility and respect, you know, and you see the stuff, the biggest artists and the biggest celebrities like yourself, you know, you put yourself out there, you reach out, you connect. But what do you think this means for Africans, for Africa, you know, being a part of Apple, you representing such a huge audience? What do you think this means for Africa, my brother?
Right, this started 2 years ago. So the two previous hosts before me, amazing hosts, DJ Copy, and Ludlow from South Africa. So it's already doing its service, because you understand, it's already doing its service. It's already doing its service with the music, because I'm sure you're already enjoying the Ghana Top 100 or the Nigerian Top 100 on iTunes and on Apple like that. So it's already doing its service. It can only make the music bigger, because right now we are in a space where our music is probably one of the biggest thing in the world. You feel me?
Yeah.
It will be our sport too, but sometimes they get us in the for that one. Yeah, but our music right now is probably one of the best in the world. So Apple being here is just nice. So we just have to work with them and make them know that, yo, we got the shits, man.
Yeah, nice one. What do you want to tell, you know, because like I said, you represent such a huge voice, and you rightly said this has been going on for 2 years, but adding your voice for someone like me makes it even bigger, you know, anyway, how someone wants to look at it. What do you think this says, or how do young African artists take advantage of your platform that you're on now, of the fact that African music is probably the biggest right now? What should we do more so?
Make interesting music, make good music. I'm all in for good music. So make interesting music, make good music. Like how will I say this? Represent us better. Represent us in an amazing light. You know what I mean? Just games, no juju, no calabar, no fronts, no back. It boils down to good music. If you make good music, you will definitely get a lot of ears. So please make amazing music. Make it in your own way. Do you understand? Because you can never be anybody else. So make it in your own way. Make amazing music, and what we hear, everything you got to do.
You have such impeccable longevity. I mean, in this new, you know, Africa Now Radio, what are you looking forward to more so personally, you know, as the man, you know, behind the music, behind the radio, behind everything, the presenting? What is he's looking forward to the most right now?
Bruh, I'm looking forward to the time I don't have to work anymore. Let me ask you a question, or anybody in the studio. Does anybody wake up in the morning and want to work? Don't lie.
You guys want to work? Okay.